It's Mando Monday, and welcome back to Mystic's take on the Acolyte. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering, well, maybe not all of you, but those of you who know enough about me to think you're a Christian, you shouldn't be supporting witchcraft, even if it is in Star Wars. I don't want to bring religion into this, but let me just tell you one little thing. I'm wise enough to know something that everyone should already know, considering the Wizard of Oz has taught us this years ago. And more recently, Harry Potter has taught us that there's good witches and bad witches in life. And me personally, I've had experience with both. Now, the bad one that I worked with couldn't do shit to me because I am a Christian, and I know God protects me. However, y'all need to remember, Star Wars is just like the Wizard of Oz, and just like Harry Potter. Entertainment. And us smart people just understand that to the finest degree. So that being said, and out of the way, there was only one good witch in that entire group. That was the one who created the girls. She was okay, spoiling them a little too much maybe, but she was a loving, supportive mother. The one who bore them was a greedy, selfish bee. And this is one of those lessons in life that anyone can learn from, regardless of whether you believe in witchcraft or not. Don't try to force your kids to carry on in your place. Let them live their own dreams. The one who created them was supportive of the fact that Osha wanted to be a Jedi. The other one decided to be a greedy bitch. Plain and simple. So we know who the good mother figure was in that duo. And that's pretty much summing up the story, because it's basically just the backstory of how the two girls came to be where they're at. And it definitely makes what's going on currently make a lot more sense to know all that. Now, I've seen speculations on Facebook and whatnot, and a lot of hate for the whole witchcraft thing. There's a lot of speculations about, them being tied in with Anakin's mother and him because of it, the kids being created by the Force instead of having a father. Now, we don't know, I don't know Anakin's mother's story, and I'm sure there's a story of it somewhere. If anybody can let me know in the comments where to find that, because I kind of am curious. There's a lot about Star Wars I don't know, because I don't have time to watch everything. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure the animated series are cool, but I've only watched a few episodes of The Bad Batch, and just kind of, after seeing everything live action, it's weird. I don't know if I'm the only one. Somebody tell me, please, that I'm not the only one that thinks when there's something that you mainly only see live action of, whether besides special effects, obviously, because that has to be animated, that it's just weird to see it animated. Because I have whatever the animated Clone series is, I have that I have one of the DVD sets of that, and it's still in its packaging. I have never opened it to watch it. I've just only ever seen Star Wars live action, and it's just very weird. The same can be said about Narnia. I know there was animated versions of the Chronicles of Narnia, but I never watched those. I was like, no, I just want the live action. That's all I care about. And I'm kind of the same way about Star Wars. I know that's probably, people would probably think I'm crazy for that, but I don't know. It's just weird. I prefer the live action. Because that's all I've ever seen of it, so seeing animated is just bizarre. But anyway, really can't say much except that, you know, it is the backstory of how the fire started. Yes, it was May's fault. Because she was also, just like the one that bore the both of them, greedy and selfish as well, and didn't want her sister to leave. Every kid's got different dreams. Parenting 101. Do not try to force your kid to do what you want them to do. Let them make their own choice. That's just pretty much the whole lesson in this whole story. If you want them to be happy and successful, let them pursue their own dream. Don't decide to have kids because you want them to take up what you're doing and take care of you when you're old and dying. Like, that's a mindset that I know way too many damn parents have, and it's wrong. It is 100% wrong. You should be 100% supportive of your children, no matter what they choose to do. As long as they're not hurting anybody. That's the key. Not hurting anybody. They're pursuing their own dream, following their own path. Support them in it. Don't be pissed at them just because they didn't follow in your footsteps. My parents tried to force me into college. I was so fucking sick of school at that point. I purposely failed. I purposely didn't study because I was so tired of studying for high school. I just didn't want to do it anymore. I needed a fucking break and they wouldn't give me one. That's why I wasted all their money that they spent on that college. They didn't give me a break to let me really decide what I wanted to do. And who knows? I might have ended up being a college student and then, oh, guess what? I'd be in more mental stress because college is nothing but lifelong debt. Trade school is where it's at. College is bad. And they suck all the money out of your life, destroying your mental health. That's just my personal opinion, so don't all go bashing me in the comments or y'all know you're going to get added to the Karen Voodoo board. But support your kids' dreams. Don't force them to do what you want them to do. That is not the purpose of having kids. Case closed. Tomorrow night, we shall see how the story continues. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Happy Star Wars.